Hello, everyone. Welcome to the press conference. Today, we're joined by NAVI. If you have a question for the team, please use the Zoom hand raise feature. We'll begin with written questions first. First question goes to Angel from Fuzen Wen of Strafe Esports. You mentioned at the EMEA playoffs press conference that you'd like to test yourself against America's teams. How is it like playing against NRG?
They played very well, I'll be honest. They played, it seems, better than us today, so they won. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to play against like FNS's AGL and against their team in general. They're very skilled. They did some like insane clutches, some good decisions. So yeah, it was fun. I'm not taking my words back. It's fun to play against NA teams.
Thank you. Next question is also for you, Angel. You came into Masters Tokyo with a 100% win rate on Pearl. NRG, meanwhile, have a more questionable win rate on the map. Was there a reason why it was floated rather than first picked over Ascent?
We felt Ascent was a better pick at this exact moment. Like I thought they're expecting us to pick Pearl. That is like obvious one. Maybe I was wrong. Happens. Saving strats from on Pearl or later.
Thank you. Next question goes to Doom Bros from Chris at Spin Esports. Have you seen the way EDG plays, and how do you think the matchup will go against your team, especially with how aggressively EDG plays?
I've seen how we play. I think we even played them a lot in scrims during lock-in. I think it would be a fun match. I like how they play. I like playing against it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll do our best.
Thank you. We'll now open the floor for remote media questions. If you have a question for the team, please use the Zoom hand raise feature. First question goes to Brandon from Esports GG.
Thank you very much. I'll send this to Angel, but if anybody else wants to chime in, feel free. From a viewer's perspective, it looks like things were very opposite in terms of how the rounds were won. It looked like NRG was pulling off kind of coordinated team plays, and then you guys relied a lot on individual performances to get those round wins, like the massive multi-kills and clutches. Is that something you noticed at all? And regardless, what are your thoughts on how the team perform as a whole unit against NRG?
Actually, I felt opposite. Like on Ascent, every round they won was one alive, 1v3s, 1v4s, like multi-kills, as you said. Not sure about other maps, but on Ascent it definitely was opposite from my point of view. I didn't rewatch it from inside, it's hard to judge. Maybe you see better. And second part of question was?
Just how, second part was just how you thought your team performed as a whole unit today against NRG.
I think we played good as a team, but we did some crucial mistakes in like decision making, I would say.
Thank you. Next question from Sons of KS Latam.
Thank you very much. I have a similar question for Angel. Hello. And
hello.
What happened between the second and the third maps? Why couldn't they counter NRG?
Why we couldn't counter NRG on second, third map?
Yeah, in the third map.
In the third map.
In the third map.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. We just finished the game like without rewatching a VOD. It's like hard to judge, to be honest.
Thank you very much for the answer.
There was no answer, so sorry.
Don't worry. God bless the dude.
God bless.
God bless, bro.
Thank you. Are there any on-site media questions?
Doesn't look like.
All right, we have another remote media question from Sons of KS Latam.
Okay, this for the coach. What your next opponent is Edward Gaming. What can expect on this upcoming match?
I would expect them. They're 5 brilliant aimers, probably like the best aimers in the game. I would say strategically they're very unique. They have their own take on the game. So it would be fun. It would be fun to play. It'll probably be some more highlight moments and crazy moment on stage. So just looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, and God bless too.
God bless.
Thank you. Final call for questions. All right, that concludes our press conference today with Navi. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the press conference. We are joined now by NRG coming off of their victory against NAVI. If you have any questions for the team, please use the Zoom hand raise feature. We'll begin with written questions first. First question goes to Finesse from Fu Zhen Wen of Strafe Esports. Despite winning the game, both maps were scrappy for NRG. The second half of Ascent was better from NRG, but still NAVI had ample chances to win rounds and capitalize. What was the reason behind the somewhat shaky performance from NRG at times during the series?
I mean, they do a good job of disrupting, so you have to give them credit for that. And that made it very difficult for us to win rounds cleanly all the time. So they're just a good team and they made it hard for us. So that's the main reason why.
Thank you. Next question is also for Finesse from Valia at Dunia Games. You'll play T1 tomorrow. Is there any T1 player that has caught your attention and why?
We know Bon from NX. He played NA a little bit, but caught my attention. I mean, they're all good players, but no, not like anyone in particular. I think they're a good team. I think they have good fundamentals. They stick to their game plan, so it'll still be a difficult game, but not one player in particular, no.
Thank you. Next question goes to Artis from Fu Zhen Wen at Strafe Esports. You decided to move to America to compete there. How does it feel to play against your former teammates on NAVI? Is there now some sort of feeling of justification or satisfaction now that you've done so well for yourself on NRG and beating your former team?
I mean, it feels nice to beat them. I mean, it would feel a lot worse if we lost, but yeah, I mean, free win, to be honest. I don't know what else to say.
Thank you. Next question goes to Victor from Chris at Spin Esports. There are a few ex-NA players like Zeta, Saya Player, Bon. Anyone you think you'll need to watch out for more on T1?
I think Saya Player, he's given us a lot of trouble, even for our core when we were in Optic, when we played against him in Reykjavik. And he was playing really well in the opening match for this tournament, so probably Saya.
Thank you. We'll now switch over to remote media questions. First question goes to Brandon from Esports GG.
Thank you very much. Congrats on the win, guys. I'll ask this to Crashies. I can kind of leave room for FNS if he wants to kind of respond and add any insight to the calling aspect. So I just want to take you back to round 8 on Ascent. Refresh your memory. It was the Dart, then the Flash, the Odin Spam, the Owl Drone, Hunter's Fury. So, we're always excited to kind of see an ace or a crazy clutch, but plays like that with that kind of execution are kind of underrated in terms of just pure calling and the game sense it takes to execute them. So I'd just like to ask if you'd kind of walk us through the call, the setup of that, and just discuss the impact team play like that can have on a series against a team like NAVI.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of the many strats that we have. We're comfortable running it. FNS called it at the time, and I think I called it as well, and he just agreed. But yeah, we're super comfortable running strats like that. We're well practiced with it. We know when to call strats like that, and yeah, glad it worked out.
Yeah, what he said. I don't have much to add on that. It's just a set play that we have that seems to work every now and then, especially when you're able to catch the guy off guard. But we don't normally get that much success from it all the time. But when it does work, it looks good.
Thank you. Next question goes to Antonio.
Hello. Before we start, congratulations for the win. It was amazing game to watch. My question is for Ardis. You have been one of the MVPs of the series without saying KDA. What would you say to the rival that's away to you? In this case, T1.
Can you repeat that, sorry?
Okay. You have been one of the MVPs of the series without saying KDA. What would you say to the rival that's away you? In this case, T1.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play well, I don't think, to be honest. I think I got diffed a little bit by seeing it on Ascent, but we still ended up managing winning. So I don't know, like, I just got to thank my team, and yeah, just even when I don't play well, we win. So yeah, hopefully when I do play well, we will win even faster.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Sons of KS Latam.
Thank you very much. And this question also is for Ardis. After beating your former teammates, is there any team you want to face in this tournament? Also, how is going the post-stress of the VCT America?
What are the team I would like to face? Honestly, probably like some teams I haven't played before, but like I don't know, like plus like I'd like to get my revenge on DRX last time they beat me. So if we can play DRX later in the tournament, I'd like that. And I forgot the other question. Sorry.
And how is going the post stress? Be playing the VCT Americas.
How's it going in postseason?
Post stress.
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No worries for a couple less.
God bless you.
Thank you. Are there any on-site media questions?
Hello, Games Park 原田博人。I speak Japanese and translate. ソマ選手に質問です。今日は、かなり数々のスーパープレーが、飛び出したと思います。そして、日本の会場もとても沸いていたと思います。その日本であったり、こういった日本の観客、会場は、いかがでしょうか？
So this question is for Sam. You had a lot of great plays today. How was the Japanese crowd? Did you spot a difference between, for example, Brazilian or NA crowd?
I mean, yeah, the crowd was pretty sick. No matter what happened, I felt like the crowd was cheering for both sides. I think the crowd just generally like enjoyed Valorant. So anything related to Valorant, if there was a sick round or a sick kill, doesn't matter which team, it was rooting for both sides. So it felt sick.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional on-site media questions? No? All right. Well, that concludes the questions for the press conference today. Congratulations again, NRG. If you could stand up for a photo.
Thank you.
Thank you.